Starting that. Three things started. All right.
This is a familiar feeling.
We're here, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
Oh, that freaking hurt.
Yeah, you just hit the table.
That really
so.
freaking hurt. What if I did that and everything collapsed and just broke?
I guess we should intro. Hello.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
It's season 3, and we're ready to rock and roll, baby.
Finally, we actually have had so many issues to get here.
Yeah, but you'll hear all about it once we get into it. But for now,
check out the intro that we have.
Oh yeah, we've got
a new intro.
new thing.
Yeah.
Everything's new. If you're not watching, you'll hear it, but if you watch it, you'll see it also. So you can find that on Spotify or YouTube. Just saying. But
oh, you can subscribe to those things.
oh
too,
yeah, you can also no. Yeah, you definitely can.
I heard about that. It's
Yeah.
a thing that
Where you hit a button,
You
right?
can keep up with
Yeah.
like what we're doing.
And then no, but you'll like hear all the episodes too.
right.
And
And
then it'll tell you.
well, could you get the past ones?
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Like season 2?
Season 2.
So you could hear that.
And season 1. We'll
season
talk about that. But anyways, welcome to Rabbit Trails.
Welcome to Rabbit Trails. I beat you to it. And then
Swag.
and then cue the intro. Dude, these freaking I think we sold those losers on our podcast.
Anyways, man.
What's good, family?
Dude, I know it's kind of weird because season 2 we like wouldn't see each other or we'd talk a little bit for the, for the week, and then we'd come back and it's like we'd have a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Which we still do, but it's like a little different because we see each other regularly now.
Right.
So,
It's an interesting dynamic, especially like, and if some of you like have no idea what we're talking about, like, because we lived together in season 1.
uh-huh.
We had a sick killer apartment that smelled like
pretty
smoke.
Nice. You got used to it though. Like you forgot
Dude,
about it.
remember when we thought we got rid of it?
Yeah.
But
And
then
it was
everyone kept asking us if we
Yeah.
smoked.
Dude, I got that when I moved to Oregon.
Really?
My clothes still smelled like
Yeah,
smoke
dude.
because it's like you'd wash them and you just bring them back and it would get the same smell.
Right.
It just sits in there all day.
Yeah.
Collecting those fumes and those nice little notes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I moved to Oregon and it's like people would hug me and they'd be like, "You smell like cigarettes. Do you smoke?" And I'm like, I wish.
I wish. It would be great.
I would look so much cooler.
Dude, I was lucky that, because when you moved, Connor was very nice enough to let me move in with him for a little bit. So I'm lucky he smelled like a Bath and Body Works at all times.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, so like I smelled like a smoker just in that section of the house.
Yeah.
But then eventually Bath and Body Works just overtook my stuff, and then I smelled like teak wood.
I love teak. I love the smell of teak wood.
Same, I do
it's
too.
A great.
It's a great
it's
smell.
a great scent. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Amazing scent.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so season 1 we lived together and we did it, and we really had no idea what we were doing, which is kind of
I put minimum effort into specifically the video version.
Right.
I always put it into the audio as much as I could, but also it was like the first time I was doing anything like that. I was learning all of it right there and then. But yeah, like the video, you wanted to do video more than me because you watch a lot of video podcasts.
Yeah,
and I was not much into the podcast world.
Yeah.
At the time, and I'm still like not super into it, but I listened to podcasts in the past year. I've started listening to podcasts actually, and enjoying it. So
yeah.
Yeah, so like the video is just atrocious, and I'm like dressed terribly, and all of them, I'm like in my pajamas. I don't know why I thought that was okay, and also I was trying to figure out what the frick I wanted to do with my hair at all times.
Yeah,
and I was just like changing appearance, and it really was quite terrible.
I was right there with you.
Yeah, I know we were both kind of figuring out who we were.
Yeah,
you know?
and honestly, even dressing now, I still like I'd said this on stage, or I was like. I look like I have puppy mange and a drug problem.
Yeah, Josh does stand-up.
Sometimes it's not.
Yeah, he's like a professional stand-up comedian.
Definitely not.
Yeah, he's like super, super far into his career.
Definitely not. It's fun. It's interesting. I don't know. We'll see if I keep doing it. It's one of those things where it's just like, I know I can do it, but I've always had that thing, like, I don't know what it is really. I'm trying to figure it out in therapy, but I'll do something to try it, and then it's an accomplishment, and then I can't push it farther than that.
I feel like I've seen that in you.
Yeah, and it's one of my most annoying qualities, I think.
Well, perhaps it's like the chase thing, where it's like you just like you're so focused on getting there, and then you get there, and you're like, oh,
dude, yeah, and that has ruined a lot of my life.
Yeah.
So I'm really like, a lot of me is like, okay, I need to like keep. It's like the thing we talk about with your brain, the neural pathways.
Yeah.
So I feel like I need to keep doing
push through.
But like, this is one of those things though, like I have to give so much attention to.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, I don't want to not be funny. Which I understand though, like in the comedy world, you're gonna bomb. People are not gonna like you, and my stuff. I'm already aware my material is garbage now.
It's not garbage.
Well, I mean, as far as like what it could be later.
Yeah,
but
you're learning.
Yeah,
like, because you're not used to like preparing a set specifically to say to like this needs to be funny.
Yeah.
Whereas typically our kind of comedy is always improvisational.
Yeah.
On the fly, and we use our surroundings and people that say stupid things.
Yeah,
Or
I
not
love that.
stupid things, and then we make them sound stupid.
Yeah.
We're like, wow, that was really dumb when you said that. But it like wasn't.
Dude, that's my favorite thing. I love when I have friends. Like I was talking to a buddy and his lady last night.
Yeah.
She is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And he is too. I first of all, I love when two beautiful people come together.
Oh my gosh, it's the best
and
thing
be
ever.
beautiful.
It is quite literally
God's work.
Yeah, it's God's work. It's piece de resistance.
Yeah.
I bet Adam and Eve were just
Oh my
absolutely
gosh, dude. Tom and
gorgeous.
Angelina before they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Brad.
Yeah. Sorry. Brad.
Who's Tom?
I was thinking Tom Cruise.
Okay.
But I was thinking of Mission Impossible.
Tom
like
Cruise
when I was
also hot.
He is, but he's not Brad Pitt hot though.
He's not Brad Pitt. He's
But-
a different kind of hot. He's kind of like weird a little bit. Brad Pitt's not weird.
If Tom Cruise wasn't in movies, like you would just be like, that's a weirdo.
Yeah. Well, no, like in real life, he's just kind of like, oh, well, he's like nice.
I'm sure he's nice.
Yeah, because I've met him. I'm talking like I've met him. You know, in real life, he's like totally nice. I literally have seen. This is the problem with society right now.
Yeah.
Is that like
Everyone
we
assumes
talk. No, we talk about people like we know them just
Right.
because we've seen interviews
Yeah.
of them. They're like, oh, they're not acting. They're real. No, they're still acting.
Right.
They're not being normal. Also, you don't know them because you've never met them.
Right.
But I'm sitting here going, it's kind of weird in real life, you know, when I met him and I would talk to him. Yeah, it's just like,
That's just like,
yeah, it's just like kind of strange. Gives this weird vibe.
he was talking about like, I don't know, like he was trying to explain to me Scientology and convert me. And I was like, aren't you the Mission Impossible
It's
guy?
like every time I talk to him, his conversation always is about what movie he's doing. And they're like, did you just watch interviews about his movies? I'm like, well, yeah, but like, it doesn't always have to be about his movie, you know? Like, I actually like when you hear about his life, you know?
But yeah, I've been doing stand up here and there. I probably won't, because I also hate having to drive to go do it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Because in the town we live in, there's not a comedy scene.
I thought there was. You just didn't want to be. Want to be there.
No, I would. It's just that it's like never open.
Yeah,
'Cause,
it
like,
is really spotty.
Every time, like I remember one time I was trying to find an open mic.
Yeah, you told me this.
And they had like two comedians who I've never heard of coming and doing like a show, and they were promoting like the big show.
Yeah.
And so I took a buddy with me. He was gonna go with me.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go by myself, but
Yeah.
then I told him about it.
Nice.
Thank you. He said he was gonna go with me, so I was like, okay, cool, fine. So we went. It said it opened at 8, and I think like an hour before I had checked to make sure like it was still going on, because I was trying to figure out like, do I need to like buy tickets online, or do I need to do it when I get there? I've never really had to do this.
Right.
Well, we show up and it's like locked, and I was like, okay,
Perfect.
So I'd go back on the website. They had taken it off.
Well, I bet they just didn't sell enough tickets because
guess.
no one here cares.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
that's true.
that we have one. Like, and like, I think
know,
the people
right?
who own it, I've met the dude who who runs it. Interesting man, to say the least.
Most comedians are.
Yeah. So, but it's like, do they just? I guess he just like pays. I don't know if he owns it, but it's like it seems like he does.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you just literally use another business to like support owning that building or like renting that space to like do it when you can?
I know
How does that work?
He's got other businesses,
I know he does
like
too,
successful ones, I guess, and I guess he just dumps the money. And I really don't know.
I do that. I do that with this.
Yeah.
I make no money off of this, and I spend a lot of it.
Yeah. I will tell you. Yeah, Gage and I have gone through so much. We have equipment
we haven't even touched
that we'll never use.
Yeah.
We bought it, tried it once, and it didn't work, and then we had to buy more.
We tried it once, it did work.
It did work.
And then every time after that, it did not. And the 2 episodes we filmed 3 that just didn't work out.
The audio test that we have on YouTube, if you saw
that was the only time it worked.
It worked perfectly, and then we didn't touch anything.
Messed with nothing.
And then when we went to record the first episode, it went absolutely off. It was terrible. There was like Gage's was great.
Yeah, mine was always perfect.
And then I sounded out here.
Yeah, he sounded like he was over here kind of. And I'm like, yeah, and it was just like it sounded like there was a barrier between him and his mic every time he spoke, and it was super annoying. I still don't know what the problem is. I think it's what I thought it was, but I don't know that for sure because I don't know technology.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't know anything.
Yeah. Because sometimes I feel bad because like Gage is the producer. He's created the artwork. He's found our music. Like I show up and I sit down. What I'm required to do, I do terribly. Today, I was required to.
The only thing I was supposed to do,
I was supposed to bring this, the mic arm, and the cables, and I was supposed
everything
to bring
he
my
needs
stuff.
for his recording. Yeah,
and I forgot most of it.
He forgot 3 out of 5 things.
Not only did I forget them, Gage went with me to go get them.
I was like, oh, let's go get that one thing that you forgot.
And then it turned out we got here and I forgot 3 more things.
I was setting up his arm and he's behind me. And he goes, I'm so mad right now. And I said, he had said nothing. He just says, I'm so mad right now. And I said, why? He said, I just realized I forgot my headphones. And I was like, did you really? And he was like, yep. So then he goes,
go get it. And I go, do I have
anything else I forgot?
I said, do I have my cable? He goes, do you have your cable? And I was like, I don't. No, I don't.
It's so Greg. Do you have your cable? I don't know.
Dude, I honestly hate though when I do that because I already know the answer. I know I don't have it.
No,
yet
but I do the
ask.
same freaking thing. And on the flip side where we've talked about this in the pod where I'll ask you something and then you'll say it and I'll go, no, it's not that. And then I'll come up with the answer.
Yeah.
Or what I
what I
want to hear.
I've learned to accept that.
That's like long married couple.
Yeah.
Which is, I was thinking about that this morning, dude, because we make that joke all the time, like we're happier than most marriages.
Yeah.
But like,
we've witnessed it.
Oh, we've witnessed it. But like, it is kind of insane. We've been friends for what, 16 years, almost 17 years now. I think that's correct. Whatever my parents' anniversary is, we kind of track it off of that.
Yeah, we've been together as long as your parents.
Yeah, and so like, but it's just like normal. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like you're always there, and it's like we won't talk for like a day or something, and then it's just like, but you're like a constant. That's what it is. You're like a constant variable.
Yeah,
in my life. I just love you so much.
I didn't know we were gonna do this. We said we weren't gonna do this. I thought this was supposed to be funny. I was gonna say too, like, because the thing where I struggle with, like, you know, continuing to do things. I feel better when it's you that accepts it. Like, because I told you my jokes that I was gonna use on set, and I was all like, I didn't think they were fun, but you laughed at them, and then I felt more confident. Yeah, and so like it's just like, yeah, your acceptance and approval is like the only thing I search for.
We're so deep. We're so deep. No, dude, you are funny. Your jokes are funny, man.
Thanks.
Like, even the ones that like I try not to laugh at because I might find them offensive, they're still funny to me.
Yeah,
but like I'm trying to like train my brain to be like, that's not funny. Shut up.
I'm still trying to figure out what kind of comedy I want.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to do that when you're trying to figure out who you are as a person.
Sure. Yeah. You're in that zone. Like, I don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know what I think is funny
Yeah.
or what I want to like try?
Right.
But I wonder if there's a comedian that like his type of comedy works, but he doesn't think it's funny.
That is a good question.
I think that happens to me sometimes, like not on purpose. Like I won't do something that I don't. Most of the time, what I do, I think is funny.
Right.
I mean, I guess that's pretty normal because sometimes you'll do something and somebody will laugh at it, and you're
Right.
like, "What's that?" But I guess like the purposeful, like I'm gonna write this kind of content because it works.
Yeah.
But I don't really enjoy it that much. I know like a lot of creators do that, but I'm curious if there's like a funny guy that would just suck.
That would
so
suck.
bad.
Yeah.
Like because you're just on stage and you're like, none of this is. I'm not enjoying the content that I'm making, but everyone else thinks it's funny.
I feel like that's the definition of selling yourself out.
100%.
Because, yeah, you're just like, I don't enjoy this, but they do. Because it's like, the thing with, like, the comedy is I want attention.
Yeah.
So I'm going to I want you to giggle so that I feel, like, accepted. And
Sure.
I get what I want, and then you get what you want.
Sure. And it's like, of course, you would try to take that thing that you like.
Yeah.
Like you like when people think you're funny. I do too. I'm saying like you as a person. You would like if someone thinks you're funny. And so it's like, yeah, if I can make a career out of that
Yeah.
and get paid for it,
Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah.
It's finished. It's done.
Yeah. It's going to take a long time.
See ya. It's over. But like that totally makes sense. I just hate, I would hate to like stand up there and perform. I don't know how you do it or how other people would do it.
It's because my want for attention outweighs my fear of failure. And then
That's deep.
Yeah.
We've been talking for a while about doing like a deeper podcast where we like talk about real issues and
I like incorporating
get
it
real
here.
with each other.
Yeah.
So it's like every time we have these moments on here, which is I'd say rare.
It is rare.
But also we're in this area of our life where we really are like still trying to figure out who the frick we are.
Yeah.
We're messing up.
A lot.
We're having hard times.
So much.
And so it's like that is a lot of times what we're talking about normally.
Yeah.
You know, and then like we still laugh and have fun all the time because
Right.
we can't help our freaking selves.
Yeah.
But like we talk a lot about like real stuff these days.
Yeah.
Just like offhandedly. We're not like sitting down and like, hey man, I'm having a really hard time.
Yeah.
We've done that a few times, but like it just happens naturally because that's just what's going on in our world.
Yeah.
And so
being more
that's just
genuine
all the time.
Because I'll usually just try to joke my way out of
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Now I'm being told that I project. Stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, she goes, I think you're projecting right now. My therapist goes, I think you're projecting right now.
I love
go,
when she just says that to you.
I go, yeah, isn't that how talking works? And she's like, no, you're just like, I still hardly know what projecting even means. Do you
Right.
know what it means, like for real?
I feel like in that scenario, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it like you're putting your thoughts onto somebody else and you're like, no, you're trying to do this. That makes sense for like projecting, right?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe I think it has something to do with yourself and you're thinking someone else is doing that. Or
Okay.
you're trying to make it out like somebody else is doing
Right.
what you think they're like what
Right.
you would do or something.
See, that's what I thought it was, and I wouldn't be doing that.
Sure.
They would say something that they would think about me or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would take something that's an issue for me and
Sure.
just say it, but try to make it like in a joking format.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Yeah, you're projecting," and I'm like,
Okay.
"Yeah, I speak clearly and loud."
Yeah, everyone in the back can hear me perfectly, like I'm literally 5 feet away from them. Okay, what's the problem with that?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry you can hear me. But yeah. Anyways,
One thing that we have been doing though that I've been absolutely loving, that's on a lighter note,
yeah,
because if you guys have ever watched, like if you watched season 2, we have talked a lot about movies
Yeah.
and more of a negative light.
we talk a lot of negatively about a lot of movies.
Yeah, and my buddy was like, "You just like to hate things," and I was like, "I don't." Maybe.
Sure, I do, but I'm not looking for it.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't want to watch something and hate it because then I just wasted
my time.
I wasted something that could have been an hour.
Cannot get it back. I could have done something I enjoy or watched something I enjoy. And I know many things that I would enjoy.
And the things that we love, like superheroes and stuff like that, those movies for 10 years, 10, 11 years have been fire.
Yeah.
And now they're what I do in the toilet, right?
Yeah.
They're just duty. Yeah.
We chose the same poopy word.
Dude, we haven't done that in a while. We're like, because there was a time where we would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe once a month or something like that. And we would be talking to somebody random.
We like when we're together and it's just us and we do it, we still fist bump each other. But when we're in public and we're in front of people and they hear us do it, it is next level.
It's next level, and then the third party gets pushed out.
Yeah,
because we'll just celebrate.
We are better than you. Let's talk about when we went bowling. Dude, when we went bowling and we had the same score.
Dude, yeah.
Okay, like so at the end it didn't work out that way, but like there was a moment where we did the same thing. I think we both hit gutters and we weren't trying. Like I hit gutters and then I came and sat down and I was like, dude, if you hit 2 gutters, we're best friends. Mm-hmm. And then, which is so funny.
And I was not trying.
You were not trying.
Yeah.
He was not trying. He hit the first gutter and I was like, dude, if he hits another one, I think it was at that moment because I was like, oh, if you hit 2 gutters, the same as me. So you hit another gutter.
Genuinely not trying.
Which is so stupid because it's like happens all the time in bowling. But I was like, dude, if you do this sort of thing all the time, we're like,
I'll dig.
We're like, if this happens, if you do this, we're best friends. Like just like all the time. It's like when we say something and we're like, dude, if this happens, God is real. And then it happens and we're like, dude, crazy that God is real.
We just proved God's existence.
Dude, just right now.
Yeah, then
would you qualify that as testing God?
I think so. Yeah,
because it's like if he doesn't do it, it's like, dude, God's not real.
Yeah.
Frick. Now that I think about it, no, it has to happen because we've made that joke
a lot of times.
We've made that joke like, no, God's not real. Dang it.
So yeah, we the gutter thing happened, and then we made sure to tell everybody.
Oh yeah, dude, we
stopped and we were like, I just want everybody to know.
We were the large group.
Gage did 2 gutters, and then I did 2 gutters, and
on accident.
Best
friends.
So yeah, and then Gage gets a strike.
Yeah.
And we were like, dude, if I get a strike, then we're best friends.
Yeah.
Now we're just like constantly testing it.
Yeah.
So Gage hits a strike. I go up there and then I hit a strike.
Yeah.
And we were just like, everyone.
Well, no, it was the score. It wasn't the strike. No, wait, this was the second time.
Yeah, because there were 3 events: the gutter, the strike, and then
dude, because that was crazy. The strike is crazy. The gutter ball's not a big deal.
Because we were talking about how we have only maybe striked.
Yeah, we suck so bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
And then it just so happens that when we find this rare unicorn, it's back to back.
Yeah.
Then, so it was like the end of the game, not really paying attention to anything, just hanging out. Mm-hmm. And then someone's like, hey, you realize that y'all's score is the same? And I was like...
Oh my gosh.
Now, most people would be like, this is my chance to win.
Yeah, I can get, because I already went.
Yeah.
And you were getting up to go.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, if you miss this, you'll have the same score.
Yeah.
Because you missed it on purpose.
I missed it on purpose because I was like, the gutter balls, the strike, we need to have the same score.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, you'll have the same score if you miss this last shot. Because you hit some the last time and it added up to mine.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, this is actually pretty crazy. So I can just purposefully gutter this.
Yep.
And then, again, we'll show everyone how much better we are than them.
Yeah. And then
in front of married couples who are like, oh, my spouse is my best friend. No.
Yeah, like
be
they
quiet.
have kids and stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
give me a break. Okay. It's like anyone can have a kid. Okay. It's like,
we could have a kid.
We could have a kid. And it's like, oh, if we have a kid, we're best friends. No, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
Because it has to be special.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are special. Kids aren't special. All those kids out there listening, I'm just kidding. You're special. You matter. I'm just kidding, dude.
In your own
dude, off the Dude, crazy. I can just come over here and no one can hear what I'm saying.
Dude, yeah. Those kids are so dumb.
Can't.
Yeah.
Marvel movies.
Well, before we do that,
okay.
I tried to throw the game, and then it added 10 points.
Yeah, and it didn't.
I got rewarded for trying to throw a game.
We were super excited, and then it added over,
Yeah.
and then we looked like fools because we had already gathered everyone's attention.
Yeah.
We're like, everyone look, and then it didn't work out.
It didn't work out, and then we looked foolish.
We looked like not best friends.
Yeah, I was really upset.
I was really mad because then everyone started going, "You're not best friends. You're not best friends." La 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 la.
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's a stupid song. Why'd you even make that up?" That doesn't even sound good. I wouldn't listen to that.
Yeah, I stopped believing in God right then.
I said, "Curse God and die."
I said, "Wow, you're gonna turn your back on me in this moment."
Dude, you hid your face from me right now.
God was like,
Dude, Jesus was like, "Can you drink this cup?" And I'm like, "I'm drinking it right now."
God was like, "Hold this cup,"
This
and I
is the
took it,
cup.
and then he just knocked it out of my hand.
Oh man.
But yeah, we've been watching older 2000s.
Not MCU. Yeah, pre-MCU.
Yeah, it had the Marvel logo on it.
Yeah.
But what was the first Blade, like 98?
I can't remember, something like that. Yeah.
So we started. So we are going through like the older Marvel movies, superhero movies, predominantly Marvel.
Yeah.
And we started with Blade with Wesley Snipes because we both had never seen that
Yeah.
before, and I love those movies.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes, so hot.
Yeah.
Also, crazy. Like, I don't know what I was gonna say there.
That he's a vampire.
Oh yeah. Crazy that he's like the Daywalker.
Yeah.
No, but his fits. I was gonna talk about his outfits, like his
The trenchy.
coat,
Yeah.
and just like the sunglasses. The multiple times where the sunglasses had a CG moment.
Yeah.
It's like the sunglasses were their own character,
And it's
which I love.
wild to see. He's always wearing sunglasses, and I don't
Yeah.
think there was an ounce of sunlight in that
No,
movie.
yeah. Well, it's like you go outside. Okay, does a Daywalker need sunglasses?
I don't think so.
Still cool though.
Yeah.
Still like totally freaking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they were great movies. There's an element I think that those movies have that movies now are missing. There's like a level of like cheesy and corny that,
Yeah.
that is still like cool.
Like slightly camp.
Yeah.
You know, and that is lost. Because it's like if you do too much, it's hard to hit. If you do too much, you get, George Clooney Batman. If you do too little, then you get just like, well, I don't know. That's hard because if you don't do any camp, I'm not upset.
Right.
But like if you do a little bit, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It adds that little bit of like, this is fun.
It's like
But I love a serious, dark
Yeah.
superhero movie.
they're like it's hard for me to watch like action movies and stuff now because they're just really cringy.
Yeah.
Because like action movies now, it's like there's the main character is trying to prove that he's him.
Yeah.
But with what like those older ones, like you already know.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
We've
is
talked
him.
about this dynamic so much.
Yeah.
And I have found a term that is what it is because shout out Smartlist. It's a little podcast that's trying to come up. So I just want to shout them out. Smartlist.
Isn't that like one of the? Like,
I just want to like really shout them out because they're little guys and they're trying to get up there.
I feel like they're one of the.
Anyways, so as I was
podcasts.
saying, Jason Bateman on there, also a guy trying to come up.
It's a huge actor.
Directed Ozark, huge show.
Will Arnett's,
But
on
he
that
calls
podcast.
it sexy indifference.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, when you don't care or you're not trying and you do it, that's the spot you want to be in.
Yeah.
Everyone likes that. And we've talked about that because we've talked about Black Panther and we've talked about like Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And the difference and the reason Black Panther was flames is because they were just doing it. They had a sexy indifference and they were like, oh, like we already know who we are.
Yeah.
This is our culture. This is our heritage. This is who we are.
He was
and we're
him.
showing you.
Yeah.
He was him. They were all them.
Yeah.
But then you got moments like in the Avengers Endgame, which I didn't mind this moment too much, but it was a tryhard when all the girls line up. And it's like, I'm all for a strong girl character.
Facts.
You know this.
Facts.
I know this.
Yeah.
I'm all up in there. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Right.
Okay. But that was that was not
Go Gadget's your
indifference.
favorite, yeah?
My least favorite. But like, it was just like, don't try, just be.
Yeah.
That was like
Facts.
a that was like
He's spitting
I don't know,
gems.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
Pen and paper, write it down.
like I don't know, and it's not just that moment, you know. Like
Right.
it's just when you try hard to be like, look how tough I am. It's like, okay, you're not tough.
Just be tough.
Just be tough.
Yeah.
You don't have to literally come out and say it.
Yeah.
And they do that so many times, and I'm like, no. You're honestly doing a disservice to the female character.
Yeah.
And I just realized I'm mansplaining.
Yeah.
I'm white guy mansplaining about women in movies. So
Good job, dude.
if you turn off,
first episode, and we're already getting canceled. Thanks.
If you turn off the podcast, please turn it back on. I have finished my stupidity.
But that's how opinions work, though. I mean,
Well, yeah, but
it's also nice that you you realized it, and then
I just realized. I just
whatever.
realized in the moment that any girl listening is probably rolling their eyes, and I was
Sure.
like, "Oh, that's when I need to stop."
Yeah. And I honestly
Can't help it because the world has let me do it so much.
I didn't even realize it,
I know.
and it's honestly not even a big deal.
I just don't want to do it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I just didn't like Wonder Woman, the movie.
But yeah, but like it still stands like the sexy indifference. The like, I don't need to try. I just can be that.
Man or woman, yeah, just be,
Man or woman,
just be him.
just be that.
Yeah.
Because guys have done it too, 100%,
All the time.
100%.
Yeah.
Guys do it most.
Yeah.
I'd say in normal life.
Sure.
In normal life,
I do that.
Guys are like, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
And we say it all the time, but
I
we're
like
saying
to,
it ironically.
I like to go to the stores and where kids' toys are.
Yeah.
I like to hang out there and wait for like the kids, and
Yeah.
they're like picking something out, and I'll go like if you get that, my toy will beat your toy. And they'll be like, nuh-uh, and I'll be like, prove it.
Oh yeah.
And then but my toy, I just stomp on their toy.
Genius.
But and then their parents get so mad at me, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
They're like, back away from my kid. Why are you
they're
talking to my
why
kid?
did you break my kid's toy? And I'm like, your kid picked a dumb toy. Like I told him, first of all, I told him that my toy would beat his toy, and he said that his would. So it's fair game.
Also trying to teach him a lesson, saying, why did you choose that one if you knew I would beat you?
Yeah. Now he didn't know that my toy was just a stomp on his toy.
Yeah.
Some people think that's bullying. I don't think so. I think that's character
No,
building.
that's character building.
Exactly.
100%. You know what I like to do is I like to go. I assume I didn't know that you did this. But
it's like
I
a
also
weekend
do
hobby.
something similar. I guess I'm in the aisle next to you.
Okay.
And we don't meet. I guess, but like I like to sit there. I like to sit there, and I wait for a kid to come up. And he's just got this light in his eyes, and he's looking for that toy that's just gonna set him above. And it's just like, I'm going to play this in the bathtub, and I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't do anything to their toy.
Okay.
I'm looking at that spirit,
All right.
that fire in their eyes,
Right.
that excitement,
Something that's going
And
to
I
turn
get-
them into something
yeah,
later.
I get right up in their face, and I say, "You're not special.
Really? That has to be
You're
really
not
fun.
special."
Is that therapeutic for you?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I've never felt more destructive.
What does it do to them?
They cower in fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they actually get smaller
Okay.
and shorter, and I become bigger, and I become a looming dark presence, kind of like a cartoon. Honestly, it's kind of insane that it happens.
So that spirit, like when you take it, it consumes you, and then you grow.
Yeah. So I literally it just like comes out of them, and then I consume it. I become freaking Megazoid. Okay.
Yeah.
And their parents are just like, it's like they're zooming away. They're like reaching their arm out. They're like,
Yeah.
my kid. And then they just like fly away, and they see how big I got, and their kid gets small, and it's just like darkness. And then it all stops immediately, and we're back in Walmart, and I'm like, see you, man. Nice transaction.
So
Anyways.
we've been watching Marvel movies,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of good humor in these
Yeah.
older movies, especially when we're doing it,
Yeah.
when we're watching it. And
Oh my gosh, yeah,
we've been
dude.
talking about this to everyone we know.
Oh, it's
If
choice.
so, we went through Blade,
Yeah.
then we went through then X-Men,
X-Men.
and then Fantastic Four, and now we're on to Hellboy. But when we went on to X-Men with the beautiful Hugh Jackman,
Beautiful.
the second one,
Everyone in that movie is beautiful.
yeah, honestly, everybody in that
Except
movie.
Toad. He's kind of ugly.
Who?
Toad.
No one likes Toad.
Who's that?
yeah.
I'm sorry, who? The guy who played Toad. He's like, dude, they're talking about me.
About me?
Who's that?
Who's Toad? He goes, they're talking about me? Who's
Dude,
that?
I'm still relevant?
Who's that? He goes,
He goes,
oh, break, dude.
dang it.
So if you haven't seen X-Men 2, or X2, as the movie's
Yeah,
title,
X2. Don't know why they did that.
you should watch it.
Don't know why they did that.
Yeah, don't know.
Let's just make it one letter.
and then
X2.
2.
Sick, dude.
And that because it's
So the first one's called
X-Men
X-Men.
1.5 for some reason.
Wait, what?
It's 1.5.
The first one's called X-Men 1.5?
1.5. Yeah.
Why? I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I thought on the cover it's just called X-Men.
I've got the hard copy at home.
That's crazy.
1.5.
I bet they tried to bury that, dude.
Maybe.
Because they realized that's stupid.
But I'm exposing them.
Yeah. I'm exposing for the monsters they are. Dude, don't you hate that when you pimp out something and then like 2 years later you realize that was too much?
Yep.
I should have done less.
I think about that a lot.
Me too. It haunts me.
Sometimes I think about how I've responded to things and I go like this. Oh, why did I say that?
We've talked about this on pod before. Yeah. Like, and to me, it's like there's so many different things. A lot of times it's what I say. Mm-hmm. I just did it this morning.
Yeah.
Texted somebody and I was like, too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
So sometimes the frequency is quite close. I feel like I'm catching it more.
Yeah.
And I'm more aware of like, is this too much? So on my outfits of like I've gotten rid of most of my graphic tees and I just go with like very basic, like
plain,
plain stuff, barely even any patterns because I'm just like, is it too much?
Right.
Perhaps I've become too consumed.
That could be it.
Because probably no one cares.
They don't.
But I like to keep a level of like, I like to balance,
Sure.
Like I do overthink it. I overthink everything. But literally I have a pair of overalls now. And
love that.
I usually have I have like both of them secure. Mm-hmm. People have like the style thing where they undo one.
Oh,
but like if I undo one,
yeah,
I want to undo the right side purposefully because my left ear is pierced.
Okay. Facts.
I got a tattoo on my right arm purposely because my left ear is pierced.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I have too much on one side, it's like I'm metaphorically off balance, like I'm off kilter.
I do that.
Everyone's gonna be like, why did you decorate the left side of your body and not the right?
Yeah.
And it's like I'm aware of that.
Favor one side more.
Yeah, but I would favor the right. I don't know why I put the left.
I think it's because you're right-handed.
Well, yeah, I favor the right because I'm right-handed.
Right.
But like, I think I did the left side because I was like, I want to do tattoos on my right arm. Mm-hmm. So, anyways.
That's why my left arm has more tattoos and my hand has one. Because I'm like,
yeah,
my left side needs to pick up the slack for my right side just being better.
Yeah, just being better overall.
My right side is the son that I always wanted, and the left one's always been a disappointment.
Yeah, the left one is the firstborn.
Yeah.
And the right one is like
it's the second one who's just got the better genes.
It's Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I used to make a joke at my birthday whenever I would have them. I would always thank my mother.
Yeah.
For choosing my father to create me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used to make the joke that I was like, you guys messed up with that first one, but you got in the lab.
You got in the lab.
And you figured it out and you did it right with the second one. Yeah. Where were we going?
X2. We're at the point where we don't even know how we get places.
I truly don't.
It happens to me a lot. I just don't say it. But in my head I go, how the frick did we get here?
I think it's because our brains are so sporadic.
Yeah.
Which
is why this
podcast works. Yeah. Our brains are so sporadic, which is why I don't think we either have it, but ADHD.
Yeah.
We both don't have it, but I feel like medication for it would be great.
Well, I've told you before, and I've mentioned it several times, I feel like, maybe even on pod, but like, if your parents have it, or one parent, then you're like super likely to exhibit traits of it. And my mom has it, so I feel like I don't have it, but I feel like I exhibit traits of it 100%, which is like, what's the difference?
I like to think
you either do it or you don't. You just look like you have it, but you don't actually have it.
I like to think of things like ADHD, OCD, the other alphabet ones. Yeah. I like to think all of those are mutant genes.
I would love to think that.
Which brings us right full circle back to around. If you haven't seen X2, watch X2. There is a scene which, if you think this is a spoiler, it's been out for 20,000
don't
years.
even worry about it, dude. They should shut up.
You should still watch
Anyone saying, hey, shut up.
Yeah, there is at the end of the movie, they're trying to get off Alkali Lake because the dam broke and water's coming to basically destroy everything.
They're going to die.
And we're sitting there, and
the ship can't take off.
The ship can't take off, and Jean she's going out of the ship to lift the thing up, to sacrifice herself so the ship can get up and fly.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and we're like, Iceman's on the ship, and he could have just...
You said this. I will give you due credit.
I was like, why didn't he just freeze it? Like, why didn't he just... First of all...
Because he made an ice wall earlier out of nothing.
He made a
thick ice wall that bullets couldn't penetrate.
Yeah. And then, so we were laughing at that because he could have... Because we were just like, the ship takes off, and Gene's dead now. And he's just like, I could have froze it, guys. I just never thought of that.
They're like taking off. Everyone's like really quiet because Gene just died. And he goes, that's it. And he goes, wait.
They're like, what is it, Bobby? What's going on, Bobby?
What's going on?
Scott's in the corner just... Scott!
I lost track of the perspective. What am I going to laser beam the water?
It's like, it's real quiet, and Bobby goes, I could have froze the dam.
he's like sitting there, man, I wish Gene hadn't. Holy crap. Are you kidding? I could have frozen it. I could have frozen all the water. That's my power.
Dude, there was so much water in there, but if I froze it, it would have froze.
He's like, he can't read a room at all, or like, he's like such an idiot, and he turns around to Scott, and he's like, dude, I just want to apologize to you because I just now realized I could have frozen the water, but I didn't do it. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm still trying to figure out my powers. I haven't been at this school very long, and I'm already an X-Man, which is kind of insane. And Scott's just like staring at him, like, and he just keeps on going. He's like, it's like kind of crazy that I'm an X-Man, and I got like a cool suit already, and I'm like already kind of equal with you.
except my girlfriend's still alive, so I guess. But yeah, I just want to say sorry, man. So,
or he's like, or he realizes that and he says it, and Scott's like super angry, and he's like, "Oh, but Rogue took my power, so I couldn't do it. Dang it, Rogue, you stinker! You just really messed it up."
So Scott Cyclops, his girlfriend was Jean, and
they were lovers.
Yeah, she just died, but she had this weird dynamic going on with Wolverine.
Yeah,
which,
what the frick was that?
Like in reality, like they only really talked like 5 times.
Yeah.
So don't know.
And Logan's like, "We're in love," and it's like, "No, you're not."
I get that. Honestly, though, when he does that, I go like this. Maybe they are.
There's a little bit of me that says
the toxic side of me is like, I kind of want that.
Yeah, I've rejected that part of me. That's like, you're in love with someone like 2 seconds after you meet them.
Someone comes up to me and they're like,
I'm like, that.
How are you doing? They're like, I'm good. I'm like, I love you.
I think I'm in love with this person.
Will you stay with me forever?
Be with me? No, but yeah, it's like that part of me that's like, I see a pretty girl and I'm like, I'm just thinking my whole life with them.
Yeah.
And then and immediately 2 seconds after that starts, I go, shut up. Yeah. No, it doesn't happen. Shut up. It's not real.
So Jean's dead. Immediately they go to the White House because the president was attacked by a mutant who was being mind controlled by another mutant. So now that the president's like, kill the mutants.
Yeah. He's about to make an address to be like, yeah, mutants are a freaking domestic terrorist.
Yeah, wipe them
danger. Out. Stay away from us.
So the X-Men go straight from Alkali Lake, for which Jean just died, to confront the president and be like, hey, yo, like, that's not what it was.
Yo, fam, stop.
Hey, time out.
Yo,
give me a tea, coach.
Family. Hold up.
And this is all Patrick Stewart saying that.
Yeah. Yo, family.
Family, pause.
Stop. Yeah. Family. Stop.
The smoke, you don't want it. So everyone's standing in the room. Patrick Stewart made it to Professor X. He made it where basically like everything around the president was frozen.
Yeah, frozen.
storm for some reason, made a lightning storm outside.
Yeah,
it was
don't know
really
why.
hard to see.
Trying to like not intimidate, and he's like, "Yo, make a giant lightning thunderstorm."
Yeah, didn't get that at all.
Yo, don't worry, we're not attacking you.
So, so they're explaining to the president what happened. They give him files that like he reads into. I always, every time this happens in movies, they get information and it's a big file, and they're just like, "Oh my God, how did you get this?" It's like, you didn't even read it.
You've had it for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was going to give you some time to read that.
It's just one piece of paper and Crown said didn't do it. And he's like,
not us.
"Are you serious? Not us, dude."
We didn't do it, bro.
So, they're explaining it, and me and Gage are watching it, and Scott is just standing there, not saying anything, just solid. And me and Gage are like, his girlfriend just died like 5 minutes ago.
Homie's got to be done bad for real.
And he's in here straight faced. And then we start crying, laughing, because we're just like,
so hard.
He's just in the corner like, "Can I go back to the ship?"
Professor X is up there and he's like, "We did not attack you." And he's just in the back.
"Professor, can I go back to the ship, please?"
Why am I here right now?
Oh my God.
My girlfriend just
God. He's Professor's like, "Scott, please.
Scott.
Can you keep it together?" He's like,
be calm.
Can I go back to the ship? Gene! Can I?
He walks up, he yanks on Professor X slowly.
Like a kid.
Professor X, can I
Wolverine's like, "Dude, I loved her too, man."
keep it together. Yo, Wolverine's got to be mad desensitized at this
100%.
point. Been through like 2 world wars. Everyone he loved has died.
Survived Hiroshima.
But I guess he forgot all that. He's like, immediately when he loses his memory, he cries immediately at everything because he's just like, I forgot my desensitization. So now I wonder if that can't work like that.
No.
Because your brain just functions, but your memory is just gone.
Yeah.
So he still wouldn't, but he wouldn't know why. Dude,
Yeah.
imagine Wolverine going to therapy.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yo, what makes you..." I don't know why the therapist is saying "yo," but
Yeah.
why do you do that? Like when something bad happens, you don't even you don't even bat an eye. And he's like, "Can't remember." He's like, "Dang, really wish you could. That would really help."
You think you could though?
Could we unpack that? And he's like, "I don't
know how to unpack it.
Dang, no, this is like really hard for me to like. Oh, this is really hard, man." Professor X is like, "I'm paying you to do your job." Yeah, I just like, he doesn't have a memory there. So like, how am I supposed to like even figure out? I don't know. Figure it out.
I will read your mind. Even Professor X was just like, "I can't figure it out.
It would be painful.
I can't read your mind."
Charles, you can't stop this. Yo, Magneto, freaking boss, dude. I love freaking Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen is fire.
Unbelievable. And he's still rocking it. I want to see him on more stuff.
I like, anytime I see him, I'm like, "Dude, you're still alive. That's crazy."
It is crazy. Dude, that reminds me.
Because he's been old for 20,000 years.
Yeah, he has. Really, truly has been
Him,
old
Patrick
for so
Stewart,
long.
Morgan Freeman have been old since we've been alive.
Yeah. So, yesterday, I'm at work, okay?
Okay.
I'm doing my work stuff,
Right.
okay? My 9 to 5 keeps me tied down like I'm possessed.
Okay.
That's a bar from a song. I just ripped it.
You ripped it.
Yeah, I ripped it off.
Why'd you do that?
I'm saying it.
Dude, take credit for other people's things.
Dude, seriously?
If you take credit for other people's things, it'll like make you sound like better.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah.
I thought you were about to tell me to stop.
No. And I want a lot of plagiarism in this podcast.
Cool. No, yeah.
It's like we could get big off of other people's accomplishments
If we say it's ours.
And the audience, they're stupid. Like they're not gonna know.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Let's try.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm in the office, all right?
Yeah.
And
I don't think you guys are stupid. I'm sorry.
we're talking about Harry Potter movies.
Okay.
So we were talking. I totally forgot they're making a series. Crazy that they're doing that. Crazy that they're doing that.
Nobody asked for that.
No one wants it.
Anyways.
No one asked for it. No one wants it.
Yeah.
Because you know what? When new Harry Potter fans come of age and they're like, oh, I'm reading these books, or they hear about them like, I like these books now. When the new fans, when they find that, guess what they go watch? The old movies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because there is no show. Because it's not necessary to remake it.
Yeah. I honestly, it's wild. Like, I feel like they hate J.K. Rowling so much. It's wild they haven't rewritten her own books.
Yeah, honestly.
I could see them doing that.
I think they have like major rights to it at this point.
Yeah.
Warner Bros.
Like not hers
They're
anymore.
Like, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Dude, we hate you.
I played the Hogwarts game, and there were shots at her like just in the game. Not directly,
they're like,
but
take everything that she hates and put that in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm in the office, okay?
Okay.
Third time I'm in the office.
Third time?
Well, I've tried to tell
What is it, just Wednesday? Oh, sorry.
So, we're talking about Harry Potter, and we were talking, Zach has been rewatching them recently, and he hadn't watched them for like a long time, but he's like, dude, it's just like crazy. A lot of them are just dead now. And I was like, yeah, it is pretty sad. And we started naming off the people who are dead. We're like, yeah, Snape and Dumbledore just died. He's the most recent one. Coltrane, Hagrid.
I was going to say, from the boys?
He did die. But then Max at the end, he's like a newer guy. And he pipes up and says, yeah, like McGonagall died like right after like my 3rd birthday or something. And I was like, no, she didn't. And he's like, yeah, dude, she's been dead for a long time. And I was like, no, she's not. She's still alive. She was just on a show called The Crown.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure The Crown is what she was on. I'm like, she was just on something.
Yeah.
She didn't die 400 years ago.
Yeah.
He's like, no, dude, she died. And I'm like, no, she's not.
Yeah.
And so then he finally, I think someone Zach looked it up. He's like, dude, she's still alive. And so the dude was like, we were all laughing. And I was like, I called him a silly boy. Honestly, the meanest roast of all time. I said, you silly boy.
It's just like the mean.
Yeah, dude, so awful for 2 adults, an adult male going, you silly boy.
Yeah.
But anyways, so then I started talking about what if Max is from an alternate universe?
Oh,
and she died in that one.
Yeah, she died in
and
that one.
I was like, dude, what if you're not even from this freaking timeline?
Yeah. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Dude, I wonder when the wave of like alternate realities is going to stop. It's a cool concept, but I feel like it's just like everybody's doing it.
We've been talking about this forever. It's just like everyone is doing it now.
Yep.
It needs to be stopped.
It's in Invincible now.
What is the point?
The way they're doing it is cool, but yeah, it's just like it's so overdone now that it's like I don't know. Stop doing it.
Oh yeah, no, totally. So it's like a trend.
Yeah.
And everyone is collectively like, oh, this trend is happening, and then everyone's like, that trend died.
Yeah.
Facebook, it's been dead for so long.
People still use that, huh?
People still use it. It's still happening, but it died a long time ago, okay? And poor Mark Zuckerberg is just trying so hard to make it still like relevant. It's not.
Isn't he an MMA fighter now?
I don't freaking know. I don't keep up with that sunscreen looking dude.
I think he's a legit vampire.
But anyways, so it's like we should all be like, that trend is dead.
Yeah.
It's been happening forever. It should be dead now. And people are like, movies are like, no, but we're still doing it. No, stop.
That and reboots and
reboots,
remakes,
universe.
Or
they couple them. They're like, this is from a different universe, but it's the same thing. And I'm like, wow, you're hitting 2 dead trends at once. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't. It seems like in like this, like in our generation currently, like creativity is like at an all-time high,
but
it's exploited like wrong.
Yeah.
Because like no one's creating something new.
Yeah.
They're riding off the coattails of some like this is we talk about this a lot where Disney will have a show, Ahsoka, for example, where the show's not actually Ahsoka.
Yeah.
It's just the title of Ahsoka, but it's really Sabine and
really
Friends.
Sabine and Friends. Yeah. So trash, dude.
So when I watched the Echo trailer and saw Charlie Cox was coming back as Daredevil, I'm like, oh, sick. It's going to be about Daredevil.
It's going to be a Daredevil. If only. They're only not going to do it on the one that I'd really rather
you want
do it.
that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're still going to make the Daredevil show. But knowing them, it will not be about Daredevil.
Yeah.
It will be about
It'll be
someone
about
else.
Echo.
Yeah, it'll be about
It'll,
Echo.
it'll be
She'll
about
come
the
in.
character that the show's supposed to be
Yeah,
about.
crazy. I was talking about Mandalorian season 2 yesterday with Zach.
I enjoyed that. I know you didn't as much.
That's what he was saying too.
It wasn't as good as the first
I'm like,
one.
bro, just give me the Mandalorian.
Sure.
You gave me Boba Fett. You gave me Ahsoka. You gave me Luke Skywalker. I don't want any of those people. And Mandalorian season 2. I would like Mandalorian, please.
I will say though, like in that, like the guest appearances weren't as heavy.
They were just long as frick.
Yeah, I mean
And it
wasn't
was
like
focused on that.
It wasn't like in Boba Fett when an entire episode was dedicated to the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You know,
2 episodes.
2 episodes.
Whole 2 episodes. And then they're like, they start the 3rd season up like you watched Boba Fett and you saw those 2 episodes. A lot of people didn't because they heard how bad it was.
Yeah. How do you make some like?
How do you make something so bad?
How do you make something so bad? Watch it and you're like, this is good, and then you go, here you go.
You say it all the time. How does somebody watch this, give it the okay, and send it off to screens?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, the new Captain Marvel movie is like one of the lowest earning, like lowest grossing movies that Marvel has made.
I just don't care about her character.
The trailer looked fun, the first one they released.
Yeah.
And here's my thing is because it's not what we were just talking about, not a multiverse thing.
No.
They're probably going to weave it in
Sure.
because that's like the whole new thing, which sucks that the whole new Marvel wave is based off of that thing that we don't want them to do anymore.
That's right. What was that movie that won like an award?
Best Picture?
It was like everything.
Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I'm sure the movie was great. I didn't watch it.
I still need to watch it. It's crazy I haven't.
I just like...
I don't have a TV in my apartment, so that's my excuse.
Yeah, Gage only has... This is all Gage
I have
has.
a table.
He sleeps under here.
Yeah, I like to watch my painting when I eat. I'm like, oh, shoot. A new layer today.
But like, yeah, that movie won the thing, and I haven't seen it, but if it won, so I'm sure it's good. The concept at the time was already so overdone.
But it was like
Marvel
a different
did it.
kind.
Marvel
Because it wasn't
started
superhero.
No, yeah, that's right.
So it was like, I can respect that. You're doing something new.
Sure.
Everyone else is doing the same thing. The Flash, same thing.
Yeah.
Which that could have been awesome.
I didn't even finish
That
The
could have been
Flash.
cool.
Dude,
but it wasn't.
in The Flash, they CGI'd those babies, and I was like...
Crazy that Ezra Miller exists.
Yeah, he does exist. He does I don't know how many like people you have to punch or kick in the face in public,
Throw
and
chairs.
they're like, "You want to do The Flash still?"
Hey, we're still going to release your movie, though.
I think what needs to happen is we need to go back to not having superhero movies. We need to take a hiatus.
Yeah.
Dude, keep making video games about it because like all the games and stuff are like
games are fun.
slaying. But I don't know. I don't know,
man.
dude.
It's a travesty. I watched I don't assume you're going to watch Loki season 2.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, I will
spoil
at
it
some
then.
point. I will.
I watched the finale last night.
Was it good? I heard it was like a really good season.
Yeah, it was mid.
Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah,
that's really
it's
all I
better
can
than
look for
bad.
now.
It was how I felt about the Scorsese movie. It's just
Okay.
like it wasn't the second to last episode. I did not like
Okay.
outrightly. Thought it was stupid and lame and a waste of time.
Okay.
Everything else, which is funny, a waste of time because of the show. Everything else was fine,
Yeah.
and I didn't like what they did at the end.
Yeah.
The finale. I didn't like what they did.
Okay, you know what I'm looking for in like a movie or a show? Just for it to be okay.
Yeah. These days, that's my expectation.
Yeah.
It's like, this could be okay.
Because like everyone's looking for like everyone wants the next thing to
Right,
be
the
the
next
like
big,
the best
epic movie.
They're like this beats whatever the frick, you know, and it's you're not gonna do that.
Yeah, and this is what I told Josh. No, this was Zach.
He told me
I think.
this.
I can't remember who I told this to.
It was me.
I said,
Go ahead, tell him what you told me.
there's something special about calling a
remember this.
Scorsese film mid.
You didn't tell
Quote
me
me on that. Yeah, I think I told Zach that. He started laughing, but I'm like, it wasn't that good. Killers of the Flower Moon is what I'm talking about. And it was just like, Yeah, it was fine. It was long.
Stop making long.
If you made it shorter, could have been better.
Yeah, your movie needs to be about my height.
And I wasn't. It's important to. It's important to say like. I wasn't like bored in the movie. Like it wasn't. It kept my attention long enough, which is good. Like it kept me stringing along the whole time. If I watched it again, I would turn it off. But the first time, new stuff, and it kept me intrigued and interested. Enough stuff like changed and happened and turns in the plot, and it wasn't a bad plot. It wasn't a bad movie. It was just long and average, which is like, if I knew it was long and average, wouldn't have gone to see it.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't. If something's going to be that long, it better be freaking good.
That's how I describe you when people ask me what you're like.
Yeah, dude, amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
we did it. Okay.
I think that's
a good first episode to start it off. Season 3.
Season 3. We're going to be here Mondays, I think, is our release day.
Yep.
So every Monday you can start the week off with hopefully a laugh or a good cry, a single tear perhaps.
Yeah. Just the thought of us being back would
just
a single tear.
Finally you can listen to us again. And we're releasing on Monday, so you can it's a whole hour.
Start the week.
You can start the week off. You can listen throughout the week if you want to take it in bite-sized chunks, because we know we're a lot to handle.
That's right.
We talk about it all the time. We can't shut up.
Yeah. So someone had told me that I was annoyingly charming.
Yeah.
And I think that was the best.
Great description of us.
Yeah. I think that was the best thing that I've ever been told.
Yeah.
Like, if you were my parent, you told me you loved me, what they said was better than
ranks
that.
higher.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Because honestly, that one means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ended on a freaking bombshell. Anyways, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for watching or listening. Do both.
Yeah.
Because Gage worked hard on the artwork and all the things. Subscribe.
Keep stringing along.
We're going to try to be more productive on like TikTok, yeah?
We're going to try.
We're going to try.
I don't want to make any promises.
Yeah. We're bad with social media, which
we're
ironically is not a good thing to have if you're trying to promote your thing.
Yeah.
But like me and Gage said at the start, we're trying to work through things up here.
We're trying to
work on ourselves. Trying to get our mental.
We're trying to work on ourselves.
Trying to get it down right. But we But we enjoy doing this because it gives us a chance to catch up, and it's fun, and we like attention.
Yeah, we love the attention.
So, any hoodles, subscribe, do all the things, comment how much you loved it and how much it changed your life and just really impacted you. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, dude, season 3 is here. It's crazy.
Dude, we were talking about how, so we have friends that have a Thanksgiving thing coming up.
Yeah.
And we are just going to put the podcast on their TV and
100%.
just have it playing in the
100%.
background.
Yeah.
So
it'll probably be this episode.
By that time, we'll have a few out.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I think it'll be 1.
2 or 3. No. Oh, when is it?
20th.
What is
today? Is the 20th. As in, this episode will drop on the 20th.
What is today's date?
Today's
It's
date?
only like the 8th,
know.
yeah?
I don't know.
It's like...
It's 2 weeks till the 20th. So
sorry, guys.
like
I have to go do math and stuff.
So guys, I'm really going to take it over this.
But tune in every week, catch up on all our stuff, and thank you for whatever support you give us. We appreciate it. And honestly, just rock with us, because when we make it big time, we won't
You'll
forget you.
be on the ground floor.
Yeah, we just won't forget
Special
you.
privileges.
All right.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Hey, thanks for watching or listening. If you enjoy what you heard here, check out all our other stuff. Be sure to like and subscribe on any and all platforms that you may have. Check back next week for your next favorite episode. And be sure to comment down below who the better host is. It's me. And as always, thank you so much for your support.
Hey, everyone. It's Gage now. Totally forgot to shout out our agent, August Rutledge, over in Georgia, I think. Thanks, August, for all that you haven't done for the podcast.